Hello and welcome. It's Thursday morning, February 22nd. So we're almost through February. That happened really, really fast. So today is actually a pre-taped video because I'm away. And so we are still working with translucent florals. This is our fourth day, tilt it right, fourth day working with translucent florals, and today I'm working with vellum and coloring it using the blends, and it looks so pretty. Let me turn you down, and oh, my camera stand is stiff for some reason. Alrighty. So here we go. This is this week's host code, and this is my website with my store that you can go on and purchase lots of fun things. So today I'm working with crushed curry, pumpkin pie, Cajun craze. Oh, that's really crazy how I forgot already. And white. So with the backgrounds, fold away from the score line, reinforce, and there is our base. Now the next level is pumpkin pie, and I have Cajun craze and white. Let me just check to see. Cajun craze. So I'm looking here it's not Cajun craze, it's copper clay. I knew I had the wrong name, but we're not going to leave this blank. So pulling out my cutter, I'm actually just going to use the score. Let me move the ink out of the way, and I'm going to score every half inch. So there's ½ inch, 1 inch, and just to make it easier on me, I just turn it around, and then 1.5 and just ½ inch increments all the way up. And then the last little bit I will actually, nope, not yet. I'm actually going to cut off. So this one, I believe, is the one that, yes, because it ends up with being, see, such a tiny little score that I just cut it off. So this is not the side I'm going to use, but this. Doesn't that look awesome? So we're going to take our pumpkin pie and we're going to affix this right here. And I'm going to put it on flat, not popped up. Hear all those bumps coming. And get it kind of even here. Then our white piece, and you moved. Thank goodness I have a little bit of wiggle room with the liquid glue. There we go. Now the white, I hope I have it trimmed. Yes, it's the same length. So it's a background piece, so I can glue that on right away. And then back it up against see, I was going to do it again, copper clay. Then there's this ribbon here, pecan pie. And the combination just works so well, especially when we put it on the Cajun, goodness gracious, crushed curry background. So on the back of this, I'm going to put some tear-in tape. Find the edge here, kind of right there, so I can get the middle. And take off the back and into the garbage. take off the back and then turn the card around. So I want this part to be the bottom, and then kind of get the ribbon right across that line so that it just, there we go, press it onto the tape, and then these are not my ribbon scissors, so that didn't cut so well. And then roll this back up. That way my ribbon doesn't end up all over the desk as I'm trying to work. And then I just stick a pin in it. That didn't work. There we go. Just stick a pin in it and it stays. So there is our base layer that's going to go on our card base. So since it's going to go flat, where's my glue? I can just put it on, and I always put a little bit of glue on the ribbon as well, because I have the tear and tape there. So let's pick up the card with the copper clay on the bottom, and there we go. Push, don't slide it. So there is the card base we're going to work with. Then on top of this, oh, this is a fun technique that I haven't done in a while. That's why I can't see it. Right there. You know what? Let me grab some cardstock here. I'm going to use black because it'll make it so much easier to see the vellum. There we go. So what I'm going to do, I want a flower with some leaves. So here's my flower, and what am I going to do? I was going to do it in Calypso Coral. So this will take a few seconds to dry. So what I'm going to do is stamp all my images. So I want Calypso Coral. Close that up. And then I want a set of leaves. What should I do? I'm going to do them in Old Olive or Granny Apple. Let's do Old Olive. And then some leaves. And I'm going to do 2 leaves. And I might decide to cut one of them down and not use the whole stamped image. Clink. Close that one up. Then I'm going to use, I don't know what you call this, sprigs, I guess, because it's not really ferns, right? So I'm going to use this in Granny Apple Green. And I don't know if I'm going to use 3 or 2. That's super light. Let's see if I can get it a bit darker. There we go. I can still use the light one. There we go. Close that up. Now, I don't know if you can tell. See, these ones aren't shining anymore, but this one is. I'm just going to wave this back and forth for a second so it doesn't smudge. Now, these images are obviously the right side, but I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to use the paintbrush end of light Calypso Coral, and I'm going to color the flower just all the way around. And using these blends, this will dry very quickly. It actually looks good even from the back, right? There we go. Then when we turn it over, it almost has like a stained glass image. So turn that over. Isn't that pretty? So let's do the same. We did the leaves in Old Olive. So let's color them up in Old Olive. And coloring with the blends is so quick and so easy. And they dry so quickly. Here we go. And coloring on vellum is super easy too. See, and it gets some shading in there too, which helps it to look like a natural flower or leaf. And then over. So I guess our February is almost done. Celebration has, today's the 22nd, so it has 7 days left. So if you want some celebration items, look online as well as in your celebration catalog. See what fun things catch your eye, and then purchase your fun products so you can just have fun whenever you want. There, isn't that gorgeous? So then, get that to dry. I'm going to, in here, we have the framelits and a flower we're going to use another time. So I want the leaf, I want the big flower, and I want the sprigs that we're going to cut up. And I'm going to take this over to my big Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And that's tricky because I stamped it on the back. So I need to stamp those on the front. Okay, so we'll do that one again. And we'll stamp it, maybe 3 down here. 1, 2, 3. Now the die will work. There we go. So as I take it over to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, I'm just going to shake it a little bit, help it to dry a little faster. And I've put it in that way, so I'm going to start with my leaves first. And get that lined up. Put on my second plate. And around it goes. All right, now bring over this first leaf for you. How pretty is that leaf? Oh my goodness, how fun. Just love how this looks. And then the second leaf. You can hear it going. This one's not cracking as much. Oh, there's a little bit. Here is our second leaf. And I can leave the framelit over here now. I'm going to do, I guess, the flower next. My Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is a little too tall for me to bring it into the camera. So, but this works. There we go. And our flower is done. There's the flower. So, so pretty. And then our last 3 sprigs. I can't call them leaves because they're not really leaves. So I'm going to go with sprigs. This one is really, really light. Maybe I won't use it. Maybe I'll just use the darker images. I think that might be better because that one is super, super light. And there's our first sprig. And second sprig, get it all lined up. There we go. And I used a Post-it note to keep the framelit in place because sometimes vellum is quite slippery. And then put the framelits back, and then we're gonna design the card. Put that in there. How fun is this? Oh, we need a sentiment. How about happy birthday? I think on Friday what I might do is pull in a different set just for the wording. And where's my card base? What color should I do the saying in? How about copper clay? I like that idea. Okay, let me just grab my copper clay. LMNOPQRST. Yeah, I know copper clay is not right down at T. So happy birthday on a block, and I'm just going to put it flat right up here. Happy birthday. Then I'm going to design my flower. Oh, so pretty in the leaves. I can't pick it up because I don't have any fingernails. You know what? We can tuck this under our ribbon and on top of our ribbon. And then where shall we put this one? Come here. Let's put this one maybe down here. Yes. And then we can put our sprigs maybe down here. I'm liking that. Okay, so then I'm going to use a glue dot. I'm going to pick this one up here and right down here on the stem. I'm going to actually put it on in a couple of places. On the stem. And then I'm going to hide the glue dots because you'll see them through the vellum. But I'm going to put it down here underneath my ribbon. I know it would have been smarter if I waited to put the ribbon on, but you know, paper crafting is all about learning and having fun. Okay. So there's the first one, and you know, I'm going to cut this little stem off. That was my stamp case closing. And since that's sticky, I'm going to put it right in the garbage. And then let's put this one. Okay, so I've learned I only need one. And I'm going to put it up here. Ooh, there's a thought. No, I like the other way. I like this way. Okay. And put this underneath the ribbon. Off to the side. And then cut off that little extra piece. There's the ribbon. And before we put the flower on, let's put our sprigs on. Again, up close, right there. Tuck them under this side. Now, there we go. So you can see the glue dot there, but the flower will be on top. But this one I'll put down a little bit farther on the stem. And then tuck this one right there. Now with the flower, yes, I'm going to use a glue dot, but I'm going to use it right in the center, and then I'm going to put a gem on it. So let's right there. So see, you can see the glue dot. It's very, very noticeable. So, I mean, you could give the card just like that. But, I mean, every card needs some fun on it, right? I mean, really. So I have these that were stuck to another package. Calypso Coral Pecan Pie Pool Party. This is a celebration item, and it has all the colors in it that we're using today. It's called Opaque Faceted Gems, 162979. So I want probably a big one to go right here, a big gem. So this one is trying to sneak away. I'm going to take him and put him right on top of that glue dot. Glue dot gone. How fun. Now let's see, I have Cajun Craze here too. Yeah, let's put a Cajun Craze. Should we put it? Let's put one down here. And I did say Cajun Craze, didn't I? Oh my goodness. Copper Clay. There. Oh, isn't that so, so pretty? Oh, love it. Now we need an inside. So since we have white here, we can use a white inside. Remember to turn. Don't stamp this way. Remember to turn your card when you're doing a horizontal card. And I'm going to use Copper Clay. Now, how about You're the Best? Happy birthday, you're the best. Where is it? You're the best. And is this one long enough? Absolutely. So we'll do You're the Best. I'm going to be a little bit different, I think, and I'm going to put it over here. And then I'm going to put a flower. I'm going to clean it off. And then I'm going to put the flower to match the sprigs in Granny Apple Green. And then it just kind of ties everything all together. And I'm going to put it over on this side. Straight down, straight up. So, so pretty. Close my ink. There we go. That one was a little stiff. And then get this all glued together. How fun. Ah, look at these dots. I don't think I could do that again if I tried. Okay. You're the best. So there is our crushed curry background. So happy birthday. You're the best. So fun. Let me turn you around and bring you down. Hello. Thank you for joining me in creating this card. I really love how those flowers and leaves turned out and the sprigs. And there's any kind of color combination that you could do with the flowers, with the backgrounds, with, I don't know what you call this technique down here, but any colors. And that would bring so much happiness to the person that you are sending it to. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you on Friday morning. Take care. Bye-bye.